Now, I haven't actually got a shoe shine in Ecuador before, but every time we walk down to the bus station, the guys are trying to get me to stop and get my shoe shine. So that's what we got planned today. I'm going to get a shoe shine. We've got a few groceries that we need to get. We're going to check out a new to us indigenous market that we haven't been to before. We've heard about. Sounds pretty cool. And then we're going to get a little breakfast. We haven't eaten, so that's the plan. The other thing is I'm starting a new business. I want to talk about the reasons I'm doing that. And so we're going to talk about the 3 reasons an old guy should start a new business. Buenos días. Buenos días. For the last 2.5 years, we've been living a nomadic lifestyle. We sold our cookie business that we created from scratch and operated for 10 years. And we jumped in our truck camper and have been driving all over the place ever since. I don't know what that was about. How to do something with a horse. So we've been to some 30 different states and 3 different countries. We prefer to boondock when we're camping over finding an established location, an established camping spot. So while we enjoy it, the downside is we generally don't have electricity, we don't have internet, we're not sure where our next shower is coming from. Okay, I just got done eating. Gina and I split a meal and now I'm eating again. Because I found this little stand that says Café con Bologna. And I've seen these bolognas around, but I've never had one. And it's always a good time to have a cup of coffee. So we're gonna try it and see what happens. So here's what I'm eating. I've got this is the bologna de queso, my black coffee. I'll ask Gina how much it was. I'm not sure.
Looks like a masa, I think. Corn, some kind of bread. I'm not sure. Is it? Do you know if this is corn?
Does it taste cornish?
Not really.
Potato.
Potato. That's it. Yeah, you're right. She also brought the chicharron, not the queso. That's fine. She brought the coffee, a big old thing of sugar, and I'm like, oh, solamente negro. And she set it down anyway, and she's like, gave me this funny look, and then she's like, no, taste it. And so I tasted it, and I'm like, no, that's perfecto. And she's like, what? And took it, yeah, exactly. Gave me that look, and then took it away. So I actually got a chicharron, not the queso. It was like a pork stuff. Like a pork stuffed potato. Pretty good. And then, so this is a traditional Ecuadorian dish. We've never had one though, right?
Did he tell you what it was called?
What? Balloon.
Balloon?
That's why I saw it. Coffee con balloon. I was like, oh, perfecto.
How do you like that coffee? That's what brand?
Very hot. Muy caliente.
I got Cotacachi grown strawberries.
Huh? Burning Cotacachi? Can you see him?
$1.
$1 for our fresa. Oh, so there's a little chunk of potato in there. Right. That's good. How much does it cost?
$1.
Oh, so my coffee con balloon costs $1. One of the things I love about Ecuador. So Ecuador gives us a home base to go out and start exploring, and it also gives us a base, a foundation to start building a business or two. We've talked about a tourism business. We've got a lot of ideas, but with all the crazy stuff going on in the world, maybe tourism isn't the best thing to do right now. So why should an old guy start a business? I've got 3 reasons that I was going to talk about today. The first one is money, which is the obvious one, but if that's the only reason you're starting a business, you're not gonna get very far unless you're a young guy, super fucking ambitious, that's just gonna grind and grind and grind. But mostly what I run into in middle age for myself and then talking to folks is they're looking for a different way of doing things. So they've got a whole lifetime of doing it kind of the traditional route, getting a job to make money to pay the bills kind of thing. But very rarely is there heart in that. And that's mostly what it's all about at this age, is trying to find those things that talk to your heart and then pursuing those. And in some cases you can turn that into a little way of making some extra money. So for us, it's not money. We've been that. We've been there. We've done that. I mean, if it was, we wouldn't have quit our careers at 43 years old and set off on a completely different path. So for us, it's having some projects that can bring in a little bit of income. But using Ecuador as a home base allows us to really reduce our overhead. I don't know how much we're living on right now, but it's probably about $1,000 a month, maybe a couple bucks more. And we're staying, I think our rent is about $600. We're staying in a really nice place, but it's overpriced, if you will. We could cut that by another $200 or even more. We've got a friend here in town that's got a little 1-bedroom studio, and it's got everything in there you could possibly want. fully furnished, got a washer dryer actually, and he's charged internet, and he's charging $250. So it's possible to live here very inexpensively. I just got a cup of coffee and a bologna for $1. We just ordered a meal that had rice and eggs, and you saw that meal, and that cost us $2.50, and we split it. We can't even eat it all. So you start a business for money, but it's not for the idea that, oh, I'm going to get rich or any of that stuff. It's to have another revenue stream that allows you to live a lifestyle that makes you happy. Hola. Buenos dias. Hello. I need to get a haircut. Yeah. See? Okay. You speak English?
I was behind Robert in the store, and he gave them $22 so he'd get like 15 bucks in exact change. And they gave him a $10 bill, and then they gave him this handful of just like the smallest little change possible. And he's like, "Can I get $5?" And they're like, "No, lo siento."
Lo siento. The old lo siento. How much was the haircut and shave?
$4.
$4. Yes. So I just got a haircut and a shave, and I was in there for a half hour, and it cost me $4. It's the best shave I've ever had, literally ever had, all for $4. Pretty amazing, from my new friend Alex. Okay, we're gonna go see if we can find the man with the brown shoe polish and get my shoes shined. I don't see him, but we'll see what happens. Marron. Marron?
Café.
Café?
Sí, café.
Ah, café. No marron, café. Hola.
Este nomás, este.
What she's? Oh, one.
Ese.
Ah. Ooh.
¿Cuánto cuesta, señor?
Ah,
¿Cuánto cuesta?
3.
You're gonna get mangoes? Okay, so I got a $3 shoe. I got a $3 shoe shine. Look at those bad boys. Woo-woo. Those are pretty. Okay, so the second reason for an old guy to start a business is challenge. So why do I say challenge? Because I see a lot of old guys stuck in a rut. They're doing the same thing over and over again. They're super comfortable. They never get outside of their comfort zone, and therefore they never challenge themselves. And it's a weird thing.
2, 4, 6, 8.
So when I look around at friends and people I've met that have retired or are beginning to retire, certainly are in middle age, the thing that I notice is they stop challenging themselves and they're comfortable with being comfortable. But I also see that the people that are doing best in retirement years are those people that are still moving. They've figured out ways to keep moving, keep challenging themselves, keep learning something new. Hola. Buenos dias. But that kind of experience is what living in a new country is all about. In the same way that starting a business can challenge you. Startes. So the third reason for an old guy to start a business is to align the way you live your life with your values. So from my own experience, what I found is that over time your values change. I think it's DeMartini that says values is how you spend your time. So those things that you value, you should be spending your time on. i.e., if you spend no time with your kids might think that you don't value them. And what I found is that the person I am today at 55 years old is not the same person that I was at 25 years old. And so if we're working in an industry or in a career or in a job that doesn't align with who we are today, there's all the suffering that takes place. But mostly it was that the values that I cherished that were important to me when I first began with the organization changed over time, and they no longer aligned with my values. And most people, I find, continue to make that grind. Maybe we call it a grind because you're doing things that go counter to what you think is important. I made the decision that I wasn't going to live my life that way, and so I left the corporate career at 43 years old to go figure something else out. After a couple years traveling, Gene and I started our cookie business from nothing, and we did that for 10 years. I was able to build a business that fit exactly with my values. In this particular case, I was trying to build a lifestyle business.